Hey, welcome back to Fire Biscuit. This is Yohan.
I'm Claire.
And today we want to talk about crypto and why I don't like crypto and why Claire is still on the fence. So let's get started. Number one, complexity. So as you know, new coins come out regularly. How do we know which coin is the best? How are they differentiated? What are the technical specs behind them? How do they use the blockchain differently if they even use the blockchain? It's really hard to stay up to date. You have Bitcoin, you have Ethereum, you have Tether, you have Nano, you have Cardano, you have Shiba Inu coin and
Bunny coin,
and
sushi
coin and don't know what else, right? And so staying up to date feels like a full-time job. Some of them you feel like you're buying air. It comes out of nowhere. So we don't know. And
how do we differentiate this? How do we know which is the most secure, which is the one that's going to go up? What's the underlying,
So talking with some friends that spend a lot of time studying the space, it feels like they spend a lot of time studying the space and they spend a lot of time, or they just place their bets. They bet that some of these coins are going to grow big. And so personally, I don't feel like I want to spend so much time doing that just to buy some currency. Claire is still on the fence. She kind of wants to play that game, which we'll get to in a moment. All right, number two, the fees.
Okay, I'll go with the fees. Okay. So I tried to buy Bitcoin. It was so much work trying to find the right platform because every platform had so many fees to the point that I lost track of counting which one had the least fees. There were fees to buy, there was fees to sell, there was fees to convert, there was fees to even bring money into the platform, and then there's fees to bring money out of the platform, and then there's fee for holding, for storage, and then if you bought something like Ethereum, there's Ethereum gas fees. I don't know about all the other fees from all the other different cryptocurrencies because there's so many of them. Each of them have their individual cost that is, hard to track. So yeah, after subtracting all the fees, I'm not sure how much my returns actually would come up to. So this is quite of a pinch for me.
Yeah, and we already scream when the bank charges us $1 just for a transfer fee. So imagine being charged $5, $10, or even 10% of your Bitcoin transaction. That's ridiculous. So we hate fees, and we feel that we are being milked from high fees from all of this cryptocurrency trading. So looking at this, it's kind of a big turnoff. Not a full turnoff yet, but we'll get to that in a moment. All right, number three, scams. As you have heard over the last few years, scams, fraud, theft, exit scams, pumping and inflating the values of coins, exchanges that are suddenly losing your money. You can't even take it out. It just disappears. Basically, if you don't own the keys to your wallet, that's not your wallet. That's the exchange's wallet. You're just a number in the database. Your money does not exist. It exists with them as far as they tell you, right? All of this is fully deregulated. Tomorrow they can close shop. It's called an exit scam. They close shop and you can't take your money out because your money was never there to begin with. And that's ridiculous. And it's all over the place. It's been going on for years. It won't stop. It's just very, very scary space to put a lot of money into. And so I would say if you go in with some play money that you're willing to lose, why not? But if you go in with like hundreds of thousands of dollars, or worse, you start with 1,000 and then at some point it becomes 100,000, just take it out. It's not worth the risk.
Yeah, but you see, for the longest time, I actually thought that, if you found a reliable platform that, it feels like the whole world is using. We have a few really crypto savvy friends who are crypto investors who use platforms such as Binance. Well, especially Binance. I think most of the people I know actually use Binance and swear by it, like, okay, reliable platform, lowest fees, most secure and whatnot. Until recently, I've been proved wrong when I watched the latest video that Yohan showed me, and I'm like, okay, maybe I have to rethink about this whole, even Binance is not reliable. Binance is not reliable.
Yeah, the last few weeks, a bunch of people came out saying that Binance froze their funds, didn't allow them to withdraw their funds. Binance stopped trading when the price of Bitcoin was trading too low and to prevent people from taking out
there were
money.
people who shorted Bitcoin, and by right they were supposed to make a huge earnings, a huge amount of
they
profit.
Lost money too.
Yeah, they lost all the money.
So
like when Bitcoin went down, it went down even more.
Something's fishy is going on. You can't even take your money out. Suddenly they halt the trading. That's ridiculous. So we don't really want to trust this platform based in the Cayman Islands. Your money disappears. You have nobody to go to.
Yeah, they have no borders. There's no official headquarters. I know there's an office in Singapore, but they are not regulated by anywhere. So yeah, good luck trying to get the money
Yeah,
out.
so for some people, it feels like the Far West. You put your money in there and then eventually it becomes big, and it's all deregulated, supposedly, until, like the Chinese government decided to prevent all the miners from trading Bitcoin, and suddenly the price of Bitcoin crashed, right? How can it be not regulated when one government can have such impact on the deregulated currency? So everything is really fishy to us. The platforms that we thought were stable feels like they're actually cheating too. So we don't know anymore, and we don't really feel safe putting significant amount of money into this.
Yeah, so if even like the even Binance, so far Binance is like ranked number one for me in terms of like the number of user base and testimonial. But if even Binance cannot be trusted, I don't know, which platform we could use.
And you look at Coinbase IPO, all of the founders cashed out all of their shares. If you're IPO and then you're confident about the future of your company, why would you sell all of your shares? That's ridiculous. Right. So scams are really scary, fees are really scary, complexity and time commitment is huge. And the last point that we want to talk about is number 4, volatility.
Well, this one, it's my double-edged sword. It's the one that I feel that I don't dislike crypto for, because if there's volatility, then you can trade, buy low, sell high. You just pray, wait for the day that Elon Musk tweeted, "Oh, we're gonna stop accepting Bitcoin," and then you're gonna start buying Bitcoin until one day, hopefully not too long later, when Elon Musk said, "Okay, we're gonna accept Bitcoin for paying our Tesla cars," and then the price is gonna shoot up, and then that's when you get to sell. So volatility can be your friend, right?
Yeah, so that's great if you're speculating and gambling at that point, because you don't know, one day it's 10% up, the other day is 25% down, and the next day is 30% up. You don't know where you're going anymore. But imagine you're a merchant, right? You are accepting Bitcoin for transaction and you're holding on to Bitcoin. What's the value of all your Bitcoins? Like every day it goes up or plus or minus 10%. That's very scary as a merchant, as someone that needs that money to pay your suppliers or pay for your produce and products that you're putting on your shelves. So the volatility is great if you're gambling. And I'm not much of a gambler. Claire is more of a, she doesn't mind speculating. I'd rather invest and look at value and on all of those aspects. And if you look at the practical aspects of using Bitcoin to buy stuff, unless you immediately trade it back to, let's say, a US dollar on the spot when you are using that crypto to buy something, I think it's very scary to use it in the real world. Tomorrow you buy your Tesla, maybe your Tesla will be worth half the price it is a week later because of Bitcoin crash.
But I'm still like, FOMO, because of, you hear of people who are like overnight Dogecoin millionaire.
Yeah.
And then I know like my Andrei Jikh, who has this like a whole crypto portfolio, grew up to 900k. I think he started with what, 20-30k, and now he's like 900, sitting on 900k of crypto. Yes. And I don't even know about Graham Stephan, but yeah, these people, there's so many like overnight crypto millionaires that I hear of. Oh yeah, there's a billionaire one actually. Yeah, but I forgot his name.
So overall, there are very scary aspects about crypto. Of course, the volatility can be a double-edged sword, like Claire said. It can be good, it can be bad. It's up to you to decide what you want to do with that information. But we just want to share what makes me scared about crypto, what's keeping her still on the edge, and why we still haven't pulled the trigger in buying more.
Yeah, we have not purchased a single Bitcoin yet.
So we bought into some ETFs around Bitcoin and Ethereums, which are like the GBTC and the ETH. ETHE, sorry, but we didn't buy any crypto itself. We don't feel confident in putting our money in those exchanges. Maybe one day we'll hold on to some cold wallet Bitcoins, but
he's scared of me holding a cold wallet.
Yeah, given how well she handles her USB and thumb drives and whatnot, and format them by mistakes, that would be also another point that we could be scared about. All right, that's all for today. We wanted to share with you what's holding us back about crypto. Hope it was interesting. Thanks for watching.
Please
and
like and subscribe.
And we see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.